Mission right here is probably my most favorite mission in the Broken Arrow campaign so far. Hello again there, friends and fans. Raptor here. And yeah, for the Russian campaign, this one is fire. Welcome to Operation Cold Harbor, where we're going to be in some cold waters, or very hot water here in just a moment. Cut the retreat of the Estonian forces with the a sea landing before they reach the capital city of Tallinn. Now, this is going to be very interesting because we get hovercrafts. The enemy forces are then retreating to try to secure and capture the city themselves. They don't know we're here. And it absolutely reminds me of the mission from World in Conflict, where we go to Norway with the Plane and land forces there, take a NATO bunker and defend against counterattacks. Anyway, make sure you've already subscribed to the channel if you haven't. Make sure you hit that like button, and let's go ahead and jump in and watch the briefing for Cold Harbor. Let's go.
So, what's the situation, Colonel?
Narva is ours, and half the Estonian army is on the run. They are heading towards Tallinn, their capital city, where the rest of their forces are concentrated.
We need to take this city as quickly as possible to force the Estonian government to surrender and bring this conflict to an end as soon as we can. If we let their forces regroup, taking the city will prove a long and costful task.
Yes, actually, I have a plan. We have several Super hovercrafts stationed in St. Petersburg. They can transport heavy equipment, including tanks, and have the range and speed to reach Tallinn before the retreating troops. Our landing zone will be Muuga, a large industrial harbor situated about 10 kilometers east of Tallinn. There is a road from the harbor leading directly to Highway E20, where we can intercept the retreating troops. The lake and swamps surrounding this crossroad create a bottleneck we can exploit to our advantage.
Captain Battalion, I hope you're not prone to seasickness.
Of course not. I am trained to fight in every possible situation.
That's wonderful. The Colonel was thinking of doing without your services for this mission and going with the commander along.
What? Why?
I think he doubts about your abilities. But don't worry, I've convinced him to take you in. I hope you'll rise to the occasion and show them what you're capable of.
I will not disappoint. Thank you, Lena.
No familiarity in public, Battalion.
Sorry, Agent Morozova.
Dismissed.
Wait, we're in public? I thought this was like a secure radio channel or a in-person convo. Anyway, regardless, our objectives is to capture a foothold in the port, organize a naval landing, and set up an ambush on the highway. These hovercrafts are amazing. They have some missile launchers on there, and they're very effective in what we're about to do, which is a naval landing. So, let's go. Operation Cold Harbor.
Can't get any closer without risking detection. Drop the special forces in the water, and then they'll swim the rest of the way.
All right, there's our objective then, that security office. We'll do just that. There they come.
So, how cold is the water, huh? It's like jumping into an ice hole after a sauna. Perfect.
All right, boys. You know what to do. According to our intelligence, the garrison here is minimal, but I don't want to take any chances, nor give the enemy time to react. So, the PDSS will eliminate the sentries and make sure the landing zone is clear.
Understood. Fast and clean without unnecessary noise.
Commander, be careful. The PDSS act in small teams, but they are tough guys, so don't underestimate the enemy.
For sure. Okay, what's hilarious here is they're actually running on the surface of the water just below it. They don't actually swim, but it's still pretty cool to see them coming on in like this. And hopefully we get, I don't know, some updates or something like that to make it a little more cool. I don't know. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and easily take this position. We're going to just rush it and...
No sentries, no patrols. They must be afraid of the cold. All the harbor guards must be sitting in the one of their security posts.
Perfect. Find them, eliminate them, and send the signal once it's done.
Get them, boys.
Why all these precautions, Colonel? We could simply disembark tanks and BMPs on the shore and crush them.
Captain, maybe one day you'll find yourself in an ambush and barely escape with your life like I did. That day you will understand the value of prudence.
This story is not part of your memoirs.
No, it's not.
All right, on to the next one, and then we're done. Good cap. Some free supplies, too. How nice of them.
The guard post is under our control. Great job, boys.
So, can we start the landing now?
Oh, baby. Here we go.
The shoreline has been secured. We can send the first hovercrafts. Commander, your targets are these 4 key locations on the right flank. Captain Battalion, you will handle the positions on the left flank.
Okay. So he's going to capture these positions. We have to capture ours before he does his.
Allocated us several super hovercrafts. Powerful machines from a glorious time. We only have a handful left, so use them wisely.
Looks like some of the roofs are trying to revert back to before being covered by snow. All right, here's our hovercraft.
Sounds like too easy a task for me. I bet I'll be done with my zones before the commander captures one of his.
This is not a competition, Battalion. This is a combat, блять, operation. Help me secure the perimeter if you're so afraid of being idle.
Yes, sir. I'll give a warm, high-explosive welcome to any enemy unit approaching the harbor.
Yeah, we don't need those. All right, let's bring in the hovercraft. This is going to give us a lot of points. All right, this is a secondary objective to try to beat him in landing, but already unfair. The dude's already got, what, 3 landing craft, and they're going to start shooting. Here comes a pretty cringe, cheesy joke, but here it comes regardless.
What's your favorite instrument, Commander? Mine is Stalin's organ. Огонь!
And let it rip, brother. Check these missiles out, though. They're very effective. Those are going to smash buildings, so we'll do the same here in just a moment. Get our special forces in the position there, and we'll drop our forces off shortly there at that building. So PDSS should be able to kind of do a little scouting for us. They're not, I think, a scout unit, but...
Colonel. How is the operation going? Have you started the landing yet?
We're in the middle of it, so if you don't mind, I would like to focus on the task at hand. You'll get my full report after the operation.
Understood. I'll be watching for it.
Okay. And then I'm going to try to...
Nothing has changed. We thought the burden of bureaucracy was a thing of the past, but the only thing that has changed is the color of the uniform.
Well, from my point of view, bureaucracy has never looked this good.
Battalion, you should think with your head and focus on your objectives.
Okay, we're going to try to take that second position now. And try to bring in another hovercraft and some more infantry. And we mostly want this hovercraft for the rockets and such. We gotta be quick though, we gotta beat the other guy. Okay, on to the next position. Not too many losses there. Takes a little bit to fire. Gonna try to take the middle position here and then cut right and then left. This guy only has 3 positions to take. We had 4. And he had more of a force at the start. Scam. Couple good kills there, it looked like. All right, we got more artillery ready to go. Gonna drop those troops there and sneak in this way. And let's get PDSS over here. 2 units here. And we'll even put down an ATGM. He's not even moving on a second objective yet. Trying to make sure everybody double times it. Okay, some units there. Hovercraft going back into the water. Looks like some some AT still there, unfortunately. Get those guys out of there. Move on our second position. A lot of AT targets coming in there. All these guys are fleeing. Let's go. And we know we're going to need rockets here. So we'll give them trouble, make it double. Okay, let's capture that position. This position's been captured. Good. Replenish losses. Rockets away. I think we're good to go there. I'm going to cancel that rocket volley. See if we can beat our friend. In that building, we're good. Go back for AT. He doesn't even have ammo for some of his tanks. Got a Spike LR there, ATGM. And we're starting to capture the middle section. Almost got all those positions. Oh, we gobbled up all the supply. He's not yet moving. And we're starting to cap that as well. Excellent. All right, let's send the hovercrafts back to get our points back. And we'll resupply somewhere around here if we can. All right, now we wait for Slowpoke to take his position. We can also bring in things via helicopter, including supply. But we're about to move from this position shortly, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. There he's moving his tanks. And it looks like all 4 flags on our side are blue, and we're waiting for one on him, which is red. Make sure everybody's got all the ammo. Oh, there's not even enough supply there for everybody. All right, let's get everybody up here. a staging area. So another thing about this game, and I'm not sure if this applies to single player, is that the least amount of vehicles you have out, the more income that you get. So right now we're at 111 income. I think that might be per minute. And in multiplayer, sometimes it's actually good to not call out anything until you know what the enemy has, and kind of wait and be able to react to it and get a little extra pointage there. Oh, we're at 253.
The commander has already completed his assignments. I thought you were supposed to be the fastest.
But I encountered more resistance and helped secure the perimeter.
Nobody forced you, Captain. So don't be so pretentious next time, and don't bite off more than you can chew. With Muga Harbor under our control, we can now set up a logistics hub and begin preparations for the next stage of the operation. Well done.
So, what's our next move?
We'll follow this road to where it meets Highway E20 by the lake. This crossroad is the perfect spot to set up an ambush. The enemy units retreating from Narva will arrive from the left and try to reach Tallinn on the other side.
Okay. Obviously, this highway is going to be filled with ambushes too from the enemy, so get ready for that. Okay, 10,000.
Special reserve units are available for deployment. It's a one-time delivery, so make it count.
Let's go with the special forces. That might be useful, although I'm not sure exactly what they've got. There's our SPG recoilless, and then there's our ATGMs, which are good too, but we'll go for infantry because I got a plan.
Oh look! It's our seaside holiday lovers, showing up on every beach on the planet since 1938.
Oh, wow, he's got a custom line for each of those units. Nice. Okay, so we're going to have to go up this highway. There's going to be ambushes.
Reinforcements are en route.
And we want to secure this area.
The ambush U battalion will remain in the harbor and organize the defenses. The enemy may attempt to retake it.
With respect, Comrade Colonel, my men are fully prepared to engage. I request permission to support the ambush.
Captain, you ought to stay in reserve. Over-concentration of forces in a single area will hinder overall efficiency.
Yes, sir.
Приказ понял, едем. Выдвигаемся. Приказ понял, выезжаем.
Okay, so now we're going to start calling out units in transports. Actually, I can put two of those in there.
The crew of Reconnaissance Suit 24, shut down earlier tonight, has just activated their beacon. No idea what took them so long, but we need to reach them before the enemy does. The signal is weak and coming from the direction of the lake. Looks like they had a rough landing.
Okay, let's get our forces armed up here. Make sure we got all of our ATGMs, ammo, health all the way up there. Gobbling up that supply. Look at that. Wow. Okay, let's see. Got some anti-aircraft and some recon vehicles too, which would be good. Get those out on the ground. Boys are getting to their vehicles. Excellent. Looks like supply has stopped going down. So we'll get ready to go up the highway. We only have 2 BTRs left. We can leave these guys here until we get to the highway. Can transport them via helicopter then if we need to. Some of them are scouts though. So they would actually be quite helpful. So let's get the recon up there. Can proceed on foot. These are recon as well. Go ahead and move up there.
Engines rumbling through the winter storm. Tracks cutting through wet snow. Every sound echoes the past. The first Chechen campaign still lingers in my mind. Back then I was a captain, just like you. Young, untested. I had no clue what we were about to face.
My memories are much different from yours, Comrade Colonel. I was just a kid back then. But I remember the sound of the tracks in the snow.
Alright, let's get everybody up there. Get them closer to the front line. We don't want as far of a drive. Very world in conflict, man. Landing all your troops at a harbor like that. Oh, man. Good stuff. Now we're only at plus 39. All right. Oh, gotta get another special forces unit in there. Looks like he's dropping off more supply. Interesting. All right. So we're gonna work the forests that are a little closer here first. We're gonna secure up to that bridge that way. While those forces go out and start looking for the enemy. So infantry will go first on the down the middle, and then I'll start looking over here on the left side. Should be relatively safe. So if these guys can go in the water, we might be able to hide them in the lake and use them to like kind of provide some sort of a recon. Or have them go across the lake. And they did mention that there was a downed pilot somewhere around the lake. Maybe the crash is in the lake itself. We'll see. Okay, nothing so far on the left, but there is some enemy supply. 12,000, 21,000. Whoa. It's big money. Alright, while we wait for these forces to recon, we're still building up our attack.
Speed up, Commander. The enemy will not wait for you.
Negative. Take your time and make sure you do it right. They don't arrive until you arrive. Oh, friendly recon on the right. Okay, so we are probably clear here. I think we're good to go the route that I planned. Let's get Marines in there, and we'll slowly creep them up too. Vehicles are ready to launch anytime. Oh, wait a minute, we got a problem. Oh, you idiots. Damn recon. I should have told them not to use the recoilless. We want to secure all that supply, but that'll save us a little bit of points. Supply is pretty cheap, but it ain't free. Not too big of a deal. Oh, we know the enemy's around there, so maybe we would better bring the infantry up that way.
Видишь цель? Огонь! Ищу добычу. Короткими перебежками.
Машина разведки на связи.
Keep our recon in position. Want to make sure the infantry clears out all the tree line.
Морпехи на приеме.
And I'm going to now push up this way too with the recon. We'll clear things in force. Infantry, you know, a few dead infantrymen are nothing to us. We can replenish them. Remember, we gotta have that mindset. That's the faction we're playing. We can throw them away. They're worthless to us. Worthless. The only thing that matters is victory.
Коробочка на приеме. Охота началась. Танки грязи не боятся.
Выдвигаемся. Противовоздушная оборона. Докладываю. Транспорт ждет приказа.
Т-80 слушай.
Oh, that's interesting. When we double-click the T-80BVM October 18, we also select the regular T-80.
На связи.
So it's selecting those as if they're the same unit. There should be a difference in the stats.
Своего часа. Да.
I've got a few supply trucks at our disposal. Helicopters, too. Mostly for transportation.
Видишь цель? Огонь!
Supply. We got a couple of rocket choppers, too. Any random stragglers out here we'll be able to capture off guard and eliminate them with rockets.
Очистить квадрат. Да идем мы. Есть контакт.
I suspect an ambush here or here and somewhere here. All around this bridge, the overpass.
Вертикальная на связи.
Alright, unfortunately no artillery force, which would be great against the enemy. They're more than likely going to stop to shoot at us, and that'd be a perfect opportunity for us to lay down shields of artillery. Be real nice.
Ищу добычу.
Oh, there we go.
Потихонечку. Разведка. Короткими перебежками. Удвоить скорость.
Got him.
Огонь на ходу. Разведка.
Зачищаем квадрат.
Alright, let's move the tanks up.
Уничтожить врага.
Сами не летаем.
And some of the armor.
Не даем. БТР на связи.
So we're clear up to just before the overpass, more than likely. Whenever I see this, I
Первым. Ищу добычу.
think of all those world and conflict missions, including the one with the nuke.
Охота началась.
Defending, lure the enemy in, call in a carpet bomb. That's not enough. Have to call in an actual tactical nuke.
Пленных не брать.
Big devastating moment in the story. Crazy.
БТР здесь. Огонь и маневр.
Okay, up to the overpass, please.
Колеса приехали.
Кого нейтрализовать?
Speed up that recon.
Где мы? Там победа.
Okay, we're about halfway there. There's probably just one more unit hanging out, but I really don't want to get a tank destroyed, because we have to wait for the points to come back for that, and then we have to call it out, wait for that to roll to the front. It seems like we're going slow, but you got to think about the alternative process.
Движемся.
Разведка на связи.
Зачищаем квадрат.
Короткими перебежками. Пленных не брать. Видишь цель? Огонь.
Идем мы.
Let's get ready with the choppers.
Вертушки на приеме.
Our recon force was able to eliminate those guys so quickly that I don't even think our choppers would have made it in time. Oh, there you go. Tanks will do.
Армейская авиация слушает.
Т-80
Up to the other side of the overpass.
Штурмуем позицию. Атакуем на ходу.
Oh, they're fleeing. All right, so far so good.
Прием.
Push up the tanks again a little bit.
Ищу добычу.
Look
Actually-
what we found! A supply depot! That will come in handy.
Выполняю.
Let's actually run back and resupply our recon. Okay, let's make sure the flanks are clear.
Двигайся и стреляй. Морпехи ждут приказа. Убей первым.
Bring up more of our infantry and
БМП слушает.
mechanized vehicles.
Бронетранспортер на связи.
Oh, there's another unit. Overwhelming firepower. It's beautiful. Okay, so from what we've been told, the enemy is going to be coming from this highway here. They're going to hook to their right to come into the city, and our forces are going to have to stop them. So it would be a good idea for us to try to put as much as we could here and here to fire at them, try to create a kill zone around there. But there's also a wonderful spot up here to stop them too. All they have to do is like easily drive up and through the woods. So lots of infantry in here, and then here, and armored vehicles there. And unfortunately, we only have a little bit of AT, as in ATGMs. So we're going to have to catch them.
На связи, на.
All right, let's go from supply to supply.
Морпехи на связи. Огонь на ходу.
Okay, these two units are all right.
Квадрат. Пошел, пошел.
Oh, there's more supply there. I'm gonna go ahead and focus up here. I will capture that supply though, 2,000. That's 5, but we can go capture that later if we need to. The 20,000, that's really good, and another 3,000 there.
Громкий чек. Готовы к любым приказам.
Quickly now, boys.
Разведка на связи. Морпехи ждут приказа. Принял. Занимаем позицию. Где мы нужны?
All right, almost ready to go to the next overpass now.
Беги, Лола, беги! Транспорт здесь.
I think we'll roll into this part of town when we're ready. So lots of buildings here for us to occupy, but we got to make sure our guns can face the highway. This is the E20 that runs at the top of the T. Missile?
Сближаемся. Да, командир. Пехот, ревер. Где мы? Там победа. Найти и уничтожить. Готовы к выполнению любой задачи. Вертушки здесь. Да. Разведка на. Огонь на ходу. Я уж думал, нас забыли.
Okay, we'll spread out a little bit. Looks like there's enemy units inside that building. We're going to react to that. And our forces are going over there for some reason. I've had that happen a few times where I try to deselect units and then they don't get deselected.
В боевом режиме. Надо их выбить.
Yeah, they're toast now.
Разведка на связи. Ноги в руки.
Good job.
Экипаж готов. Т-80 готов к работе. Атакуем на ходу. Огонь на ходу.
We don't want to capture that position just yet, though.
Вас понял. Двигаемся.
Once we capture that, the enemy pretty much arrives right away.
Танки грязи не боятся.
And we don't get a chance to set up all of our units and make sure everybody's got
Да, командир.
control of the situation.
Готовы к любым приказам. Морпехи на
There may be some enemy units inside the circle.
Вертушки на приеме. Коробочка на приеме. Вертикальная на связи. Вертушки на приеме. Вертушки здесь. Морпехи на связи. Армейская авиация слушает.
All right, enemy forces here. Time to rock.
Пехоты 200-е. Вертушки здесь.
Start looking for that pilot.
Вертушки на приеме. Для нас нет ничего невозможного.
Distress smoke! Near the lake!
Вертикальная на связи. Вертушки здесь.
We found them.
Морпехи на связи.
Down pilots have been located.
Морпехи в боевом режиме. Для нас нет ничего невозможного. Да. Visual on a crash site. They're alive. At least one of them is seriously wounded and require emergency treatment. We've established a field hospital near the harbor. Bring them here or load them onto a transport and send them back to base.
All right, we're gonna get them out of there.
Не останавливаться. Для нас нет ничего невозможного.
ATGM there. Try to cause minimal damage to the buildings because
На приеме.
we're gonna need those for our own defense. Okay, looks like the choppers are good.
Летим туда.
We need to get them back in 200 seconds. I think we just need to retreat with them, but I'll call them back here.
Установлен новый маршрут
We'll retreat with
полета.
one of them and then call the unit back out later. It's fine. Okay, let's get all these vehicles ready.
Контакт, контакт.
I want to make sure we've got this area secure.
Короткими перебежками.
But we'll have the blob do it.
На связи.
Been learning that blobbing is pretty good in the campaign, actually. Pretty good.
Приказ понял. Едем. Экипаж готов.
All right, let's get everything set up now, finally.
Разведка слушает.
Settle in for a nice winter.
Я уж думал, нас забыли. Прием. Кто здесь? Вылетел к цели. На связи,
These are our recon forces, right? I'm gonna go ahead and move over this way. So I want to try to see where the enemy is first. I'm gonna clear that area and then spread them out into the four corners of the tree line. Try to have them hold fire. More importantly, it's just to know where they are and what kind of units they have there. That's the most important thing.
Сбросить лишнее.
All right, BTRs will probably be our last line of defense.
Да.
And these forces here, wow, nice.
Да, командир.
We'll probably have these elite units in there as well. They can hold the last man. And I'm not exactly sure, but I think point value of a unit actually helps for them to capture. I forget how it works, but I'm gonna play this as if if a unit that is 400 points is in that flag, and two 100-point units go into that flag and try to search for it, that other vehicle is going to hold it because their points are less, whoever the attacker is, in terms of cost.
Какие ваши указания?
Oh, look at these missiles. Perfect.
Там безопасно?
Those guys are going to need supply. All right, well, speaking of supply,
Быстрей, быстрей!
I'm going to bring these trucks up here. We're going to move around this free supply without costing us anything extra for now.
Наш дом. Катимся. Т-80 на связи. Запускай машину. Работаем.
Don't want to capture yet.
Двигаюсь к точке.
And where's one more of our recon?
Машина готова. Машина разведки
Okay.
на связи.
All right, we've got 90 seconds to get that pilot back. Let's get that done.
Армейская авиация слушает.
Easy peasy.
Вертушки здесь.
Escort complete.
Координаты принял.
No problems there. And where was the other?
Готовы к любым приказам. Принял.
What did I want? The recon.
Машина готова. Выдвигаемся. Уже еду. Морпехи, ждут указаний. Принял, зачищаем.
Can't get those 2 units replenished. There could still be troops in there. In fact, there must be because we're not capping.
Да. Пути.
There must be some higher level units in there. I'm not sure how much these guys are. 60, 80.
The injured crew reached the hospital in time. With proper care, they may even return to duty.
Okay.
Вижу контакт.
Maybe later in the campaign there'll be a pilot that shows up that is him and he's higher level or something. Because of that.
Пленных не брать. Видишь цель, огонь.
Alright, let's start these 4 corners. I don't think there's going to be enemies here.
Ищу добычу. Короткими перебежками. Охота началась.
And we'll turn them on hold fire. Okay, we want to get these ATGMs ready.
Ваших приказов. Есть кто дома?
Actually,
Это пехота.
ah, damn, I really want there to be... I want all these units in a building.
Зачистить здание. Проверим этот дом.
We need them to be able to take some good fire.
Пехота здесь.
It looks like we have more conquerors than I expected. I'll put some down here for if they get close. There is a chance that a few of them could break through or just push right by.
Громко и четко.
I got infantry over here. Well, they could flank, so
Зачищаем квадрат. Где мы?
keep our units hidden in the trees.
Т-80 дождался своего часа. Туры наготове. Морпехи на связи. Проверить здание.
Okay, are the supply trucks here? Perfect. All right, we're going to move some supply up from them.
Как ракетные сани на рельсах.
I'm going to put it basically behind all these ATGMs and let them replenish from there.
Без разведки бой вслепую. Мы тень. Машина разведки готова. Есть занять оборону. Есть умереть первым. Тихой сапой.
All right, we can call out another chopper. More supply there. Those are some supply units here too. I'll keep these ones ready to go, just in case the tanks need some and we need to move them. I would dump it near the tanks, but a lot of this defense could be stationary. We could be hit by artillery. The enemy could come in from a different location. There might be helicopters. There might be a reason for us to move.
Мы переезжаем.
Speaking of helicopters,
Принял. Выдвигаемся. Противовоздушная оборона здесь. Заводи мотор.
all right, and then the ATGMs are in there. I think that's too many. 3 in 1. It's a lot. But it's really like the only good building to put them in. Okay, so last line of defense is going to be like BTRs that are just going to be in every corner, and the special infantry.
Транспорт заказывали.
I'm going to send these guys to the other side. I'm running out of space to hide.
Вертикальная на связи. Грузовик снабжения готов.
All right, let's get some supply behind the ATGMs.
Выпрыгивай. Покинуть салон. Да.
Oh yeah, the PDSS. I forgot about you boys. What do they got? What can they use?
Боевые пловцы.
Not really
Приказ понял.
anything great. They're mostly just anti-infantry infantry. I could get a chopper up here a little later and bring them up. Actually, we were gaining 0 points. Ooh.
Оператор здесь. Мы в бою. Транспорт слушает.
They messed up our paint job. Rude.
Транспорт на связи. Оператор здесь. Заводи мотор.
I don't want to go that far away.
Двигаюсь к точке. Приказ понял, выезжаем. Заводим
I'm hoping that they get close to the woods for the Marines. Everything else is going to have to be a long-distance dedication from Casey Kasem. This would be a good spot to ambush them, though. BMP's here.
транспорт, слушаю. Коробочка.
And also, probably wouldn't be a bad idea to have some of these tanks on reserve, and then if these get knocked out or have to pull out, then they can fall back, which actually gives me the idea of getting these trucks.
Готово. Выдвигаюсь. Грузовой автомобиль готов.
And I want to have them come here and grab more supply, and then we'll leave a dump for the tanks there. Okay, I think the PDSS actually can take these choppers, can't they? 32 men can fit there? 32? 32 men can fit in that damn little chopper? No way. 32? That's crazy. And we got that big boy with a bunch of supply, but again, we have free supply here. And even more there. Another
Транспорт, слушаю.
couple thousand here.
Приказ понял.
I'll keep that unit there. Keep our supplies safe.
Спецназ ВМС слушает.
And these guys are 4-men squads.
Да, командир.
I gotta say, as of recording this, I'm still in the first weekend of this game coming out in multiplayer, and again, this campaign is rough around the edges in certain spots, but I hope by the end of the year, all of those are ironed out. Some of the voice acting could have been better, and I really hope they maybe somehow re-record that or something and rewrite those lines, and do better in the future on some of the, single-player content. But honestly, the multiplayer, it's been so fun to reconnect with the boys. As if this is back in the war game days again, and it feels like playing World in Conflict again for the first time in 08. Eugen Systems war game back in like European Escalation in like 2012, 13, all the way up till boy, I don't know, like regiments and stuff. Actually, Steel Division 1, stuff like that. Oh, Eugen's always made some great stuff, and so has Massive Entertainment when they made World in Conflict. Nothing will ever top that game. I really thought this would come closer, but it did come very close. Okay, I think since they gave us a huge factory area here, that this area is going to be hit hard. And I've got, maybe I should bring out AA over here. I don't know if the Estonians are going to have choppers, but we'll see. Actually, I want to hide that a little bit better. Bring that back there. Okay, let's have our trucks drop off supplies for the tanks. So I want special forces drop there. Another great idea would just be to have these units standing behind buildings, ready to go into them. Okay, and we'll keep this chopper over here for surprises. May not even use them, who knows. Okay, recon is on hold fire. All recon is on hold fire. Should probably watch over here. A huge area there. A little sus. Okay, BTR, yep. Transports, yep. Where's that supply? Oh, they gobbled up the rest of it. Put that a little closer for the tanks. Here. And then I want to move up some more supply for those ATGMs. Those ATGMs, you really... Patriots, ATGMs, to a lesser extent artillery, you want to have... supply right there ready to go to protect them. And those units can move away. All right, recon's on the way. Ooh, he's going to cap that little bastard. This party might kick off earlier than I intended, but he's pretty fast. Oh, we're capping because there's no enemy there. All right, well, it begins. Oh, never mind. It stopped. Okay. Now, I could bring a lot of these vehicles back for, you know, refund on supply, but we're not going to do that. At least not on the MTLBs, which still might be able to move things around if we find more over here. I think these trucks can move 4 tons, okay. And these can move 2. So now one of these trucks can grab stuff. Ooh, that's a lot right there. 69, nice, 1,000. Go ahead and dump that in between. It might get sucked into that one. Hopefully it doesn't. Actually, you know what? That's fine. Let them overlap. That's fine. Okay, if I put units in there, it's going to be... they're probably going to capture the zone. Supply is incredibly important here to rush all this. If our units here got like 6 shots off on it, like sometimes it could take 6 shots just to like hit a tank a couple times, not even destroy it. Every round's gonna count. I think we're good to go here. Bring that unit a little further that way. I want this supply captured. Anything else that we may have forgotten? Anything in the rear? Oh, there's some free supply back there. 20,000. Boy, by the time I grab that and bring that up there, I think... I don't know. I guess we can have this thing on standby. I'll grab the 20K free and then maybe move it up here. Okay, go ahead and grab that. No, 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 don't shoot it, damn it. Also, one thing I really want to do in this game is somehow capture, there's even like an in-game reward for like a trophy or a medal to capture enemy supply. And it would be hilarious to somehow fight a battle where you're able to get in there, capture enemy supply, and then sell it.
All right, you're in position, Commander. The
It begins.
enemy units arriving from Narva will be here soon. Our drone has spotted them on the highway.
All right, enemy forces are arriving. Big, good, like a real big and very good build of tension in this mission. It takes a very long time, I think, to even get down the highway, even if you're rushing. I love to see it. And well, we're going to make another supply dump here by the bridge.
The first retreating units are arriving in your sector. These are Estonians, or rather what's left of them.
Wow, this thing holds 30 tons. Wow. Okay, Estonians are arriving. Do not shoot at them. Try to stay hidden, boys. Chopper's on standby.
Enemy spotted! Get ready!
They're gonna hit the tanks.
walked into a trap, but that was just a small group of already beaten up units. It means they were not aware of our presence, but also that their best units must be fighting as a rear guard. Now they know we're here, and they won't fall for it twice. Fortify your defenses! Cover the flanks!
Well, fortifying was
I'm
before,
ready to assist.
not now.
The port defenses are already reinforced, and there's nothing happening on my end.
You're doing great, Battalion.
Then why can't I join the battle? Everything's going according to plan so far.
So far, Captain. Stay in reserve. I'm sure your troops will be needed in due time.
Send some infantry over there. Actually, might be wise to, yeah, keep them behind. Everything focused on the left. You probably radioed ahead to ask those troops how they were doing. And if they don't respond, they know something's up.
Тактический грузовик готов к перевозке. Куда вас довезти? Мы переезжаем. Кому нужны припасы? Как ракетные сани на рельсах.
Nice shots, boys.
Логистика здесь. Снабжение заказывали.
Okay.
Вечеринка
Dump
окончена.
off a
Было
mega cargo dump right there. Actually,
Встретимся.
better judgment, we should split that up a little bit.
Разгружай картоху. Разведка. Понял.
Can barely see them. The highway's kind of down in a dip there, so wow, it really reminds me of starting a city and city skylines. So far, so good. Holding pretty firm.
Т-80 готов.
More tanks. Swedish CV 9035s. Alright, they're about to be hit. That unit, I think, was not set to hold fire. My bad.
Разведка слушает.
We can buy another one.
Это пехота. Мы в огневом контакте с противником. Пехота под обстрелом. Разведка здесь. Ведем бой. Да. Т-80 готов к работе. Установлен дымовой завес. Пехота в бою.
All right, we're being blanketed by rockets.
Теряйте, не боясь. Пехот, сзади.
Pull the tanks off the line that are getting hit.
Т-80 готов к выполнению дальнейшего задания. Задний ход. Экипаж готов. Пускают дымы. Пехота здесь. Пехота под огнем. Без разведки бой вслепую. Чё встали?
Man-pad unit there.
Противовоздушная оборона. На приеме. Пехота, по нам работаю. Не
Smoke out, let them heal and resupply. I fall back a little bit. Call that unit back.
Commander. Enemy units are advancing from Tallinn and approaching from the opposite direction on the highway.
What? Enemies are attacking here.
Those appear to be United States Marines units, sent to reinforce the defense of the city. Don't let them link up with the retreating Estonians.
Well, this is bad. Okay, let's get our infantry up there to fight them. And protect those ATGM teams. Okay, American forces are coming from the opposite direction. Oh, they're searching for us now. Just keep an eye on them. At least that tank there was destroyed. Did they have an Abrams, it looked like? American forces are approaching from the opposite direction. Oh, it is an M1A2. Oh, it's a damn AT unit. Get back. Get up in that tree line. Get a little closer. U.S. Marines. Doing all right.
Commander, I pulled some strings to gain access to additional assets from the fleet. A pair of Kamov K-52K Katran helicopters is available as reinforcements.
All right, we can call out those choppers if we want.
These helicopters were not supposed to be the part of your operation. Please refrain from appropriating equipment assigned to other missions.
I don't see any other operation happening around here. What are you talking about?
Just stick to the equipment that was assigned to you in the future, Colonel. Have I made myself clear?
Crystal clear, ma'am. Let's talk about that once the operation is complete.
There is nothing to discuss, Colonel. Over.
Okay, a lot of American equipment approaching from the other side. Let's get these ATGMs over there. As well as a Marine group. I think there's a bonus for not calling out the choppers, so we are not going to call out the choppers. They've only hit some of our recon so far, but not all of it. Okay, we can call in a unit via helicopter. That unit should have escaped, no problem. All right, we've lost a couple of AT. Keep recon close.
Our losses are mounting. They're clearly not backing down.
There's not a lot I can call out at the moment.
Troops arriving from Narva made contact and should be there soon, which means that you're now fighting the elite rear guard of the enemy retreating troops. Battalion, it's time for you to step in. Send your troops to reinforce the intersection.
We have to hold 300 seconds. Crazy.
Yes, sir, Comrade Colonel. I'm deploying my forces immediately. Commander, my men will be there soon. Let's see who kicks the most American asses.
Let's get those tanks repaired. So far, all the original tanks are alive. We're repairing a lot of systems here. ATGMs are out of supply again. Now we're fighting in the supply zones. They gave us anti-aircraft. No enemy aircraft so far, though. Okay, well, we shot down a drone. That's good. Oh, wait, man pads are there. Those may die shortly. Uh-oh. Okay, let's have our special forces push forward. The enemy's capping, so we're going to counter that. They're going to have to fight our special forces everywhere. Get out some more recon trucks. Drop off some Marines, maybe. Oh, good. Friendly reinforcements have arrived. I think we've lost a tank, maybe? Crazy amount of Marines, not a surprise. We're holding the flag. Push our Marines forward. God, there's so much stuff there. We'll let Battalion deal with that. He's got a couple of tanks.
Our reinforcements from Narva are almost there. Hold the line.
I just have these come in with autocannons and start blasting. Oh my God. We can't hold against all that. All we can do here is try to push into the middle and clear out any infantry. We've got 10 seconds, so something cool better be happening. Do the Russians have an equivalent of an AC-130?
Finally, our troops from Narva are here. Now that's what they call a multi-layered encirclement sandwich.
All right. Multi-layer encirclement sandwich. Great. Well, we held the highway. The objective disappeared. Reduce losses.
Huh. The enemy group coming from Narva has surrendered. We didn't leave them much of a choice in this situation, did we? Now, let's focus on the enemy group arriving from Tallinn.
Okay, good. The Americans. Okay, get back out there. Oh, we got a drone up. That's nice.
Comrade Colonel, the enemy coming up from Tallinn is surrendering en masse. What's going on? They're not even trying to organize a defense. I don't understand.
I have no idea. Maybe it's a ruse. Stay on your guard.
Ah, that's what she was up to. That's why she didn't want us to take those helicopters.
Hey, check it out.
There was a secret
Friendly
op.
forces are coming up behind them from Tallinn. How's that possible?
Greetings again, Colonel. As you can see, your little operation gave us just the diversion we needed to launch and landing directly in the harbor of Tallinn. The city was taken with almost no resistance, and the Estonian government has been captured.
Wow.
They've just signed the capitulation of their forces.
And I suppose notifying me about the existence of the second operation was too much to ask, Agent Morozova.
Secrecy is of utmost importance when conducting that kind of operation, Colonel. And I'm in a very good position to know that people talk. One way or another, they always do.
All right, mission complete. Not bad. The most amount of time taken to get to the road, but capture all the objectives in the port without Battalion's help. Oh, all the objectives? Whoa. Now, wait a minute. That's misleading how they worded that. Didn't Battalion say he was going to capture his side before we captured ours? Like, wasn't that our... whatever. Anyway, more examples of it being rough around the edges. I mean, we captured 4, he captured 3. I win. Whatever. Anyway, that's it for now. I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.